Hey, how's it going, Kingsman? Welcome back to another Napoleonic Total War 3 battle. So today we are doing something a little different. I figured I'd give you a heads up before just launching the video because it'd be very confusing at first. I'm doing a collaboration with PopeJohnPaul. Now, many of you may know who he is. Fellow YouTuber, does a lot of anti-W3 and Total War Attila, which actually a bunch of mods for Total War Attila. So definitely I'll put a link in the description. You can check out his channel as well, give him some support. But we are doing a replay today together. We're trying this out, guys, and hopefully we'll do more in the future here. So, but yeah, hope you guys enjoy.
Hey guys, and welcome back with some more NTW3 feud today. And today we have a little bit of a twist because I'm here with Kingston and we're doing a duo commentary of this battle that he sent in to me. So do you want to say hello, Kingston?
Yeah, how's it going, guys? So this was from my stream and that I do every Saturday, and yeah, it was a very awesome battle. So figured we'd
Yeah, figured you'd show it off to me and we'd see how good it was. But yeah, we'll put it to normal speed now. But yeah, this is a 4v4 between 4 French corps and I presume 4 Austrian corps as well.
Yep.
And you were playing as the guard, weren't you, in this one?
Yeah, I was playing as the guard. We had Lons, Devu, and Eugene. And we definitely did not bring a lot of cav for this battle. We brought heavy infantry on our side, and the Austrians brought a lot of infantry and a lot of cavalry. But of course we didn't know that till later on in the battle, but you'll see how we maneuver in order to kind of address the masses of cav that we started encountering, especially on the left. This left side for the French, we started hitting a lot of cav up there. That's why you can see a lot of Eugene pushing over to that side.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm literally watching Eugene right now, just like pushing really, really wide. But yeah, we've like watched a little bit beforehand, like I'm just seeing like cav appear and then disappear for the Austrians, and there's a lot more than you guys have.
Yeah.
You must have like about half a dozen. They probably have at least. Maybe more, maybe at least 10, I would say. Yeah,
I brought only 2. I brought a Lancer and then a Dragoon as the Imperial Guard. I know that Lons brought... Dude, I don't even think he brought that many. He definitely was a heavy infantry faction. I mean,
yeah,
you look at all this...
I can literally see Lons's columns like going straight through the center right now towards this like windmill.
Yep.
And that looks like where the first sort of infantry fight's where it's going to start.
The irony of that was he said, and this was Matt Bob, he was like, I'm calling it now, windmill is going to be the focal point of this fight. And you can see already line infantry and skirmishers setting up around it.
The first shots of the battle already going off, got some Volkigers already dueling there.
Oof.
But yeah, no, it looks like yeah, you kind of actually as the guard with one of the smaller armies brought probably more cav than some of the actual corps. But you brought some good cav, like those Poles. Those Poles don't mess around.
No.
Sure.
Yeah, they definitely were focusing on that right side or left side, I should say.
Yeah, nothing too heavy for you in the way of cav either. I'm seeing like, you know, like sort of like cuirassiers or like anything like that. Really, like it's just like dragoons, like the heaviest thing that you really can bring.
Yeah, that's true. I could have brought the Grenadier Cheval, but they're so expensive now, and I wanted to bring a good amount of infantry for melee, and then of course a horse artillery to support. But. Of course. I was in front at first because I pushed up faster, so I had to hold this front line at first because we're waiting on Eugene to take up that side. Oh, actually, no, Devu is going to take up that side as well on the right. He's pushed up the trees.
Yeah, he's right in the trees right now. It looks like he's going to, don't know, do maybe some, well, looks like a flank, but I'm sure there's another Austrian horde waiting for him out there.
Oh, yeah. There's a general back here in... They brought a lot of line infantry. Of course, you know, spoilers, but yeah, there was a lot of them lined up here, but...
Yeah. Well, it looks like there's some Austrian cav going really wide, which could be sneaky and keep itself hidden. If it can keep itself hidden, maybe able to get in behind your lines by the looks of it.
Oh, on the right or left?
On Austrian left, yeah.
They were kind of spread out through the trees. He was being a little defensive with his cav, or Devu was. Let's see, what do they got here?
I mean, he has to be. You can't be aggressive. You only have about 6 cav units.
That is true. No, I think it's Chevaliers, and set Dragoons in the center, or on the left side, the green uniforms.
For the French? Are we on
no, Austrians.
Austrians.
No,
they got like some Oh yeah, they do kind of look like they should be. They maybe just be Ullans. I think they might just be Ullans, to be honest.
Yeah.
So annoying, as we can both agree that having the like the lack of oh no, like the lack of unit types. Oh yeah, I see which one you mean. Yeah, they're definitely Dragoons. I was looking like one over from that. There's another unit that's like in green uniform that's definitely just an Ullan.
Yep.
But
oh, so they're pushing. Lons is pushing up by this windmill here. Ooh, my goodness! Look at those thick Austrians.
yeah, thick. Yeah, so it's so many Austrians, the hordes of Austrians. It looks like it's some skirmishes just having a little.
They're like 4 deep almost.
Yeah, they really are. I don't really see the point of skirmishes. Like, they don't really get many kills. I don't know about you. You play a lot more NTW3 than me. Do you bring them?
Skirmishers are good for the purpose of if you get close, they can, and also they actually do morale damage. So if you're under fire the entire time, your men will actually start taking morale damage just because they are standing there not shooting, but if they're not firing and they're taking fire, it actually damages the morale a lot. So if there's a wavering unit, you can use your skirmishers to just damage that. And also, they can be deadly in certain situations. He's using them to great effect here.
Yeah.
And people are, you can see Austria's actually moving away from him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Austria has kind of lost about a dozen or so men, in that like sort of little skirmish there.
I mean, he has 3 of these Voltigeurs here. Oh, we do have some Austrian cav though.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Austrian Cavs clearly fed up with those skirmishes coming, and they're gonna silence them or try. Oh no.
Oh no.
I mean, yeah, I think maybe in certainly 3 here, these and these ones are clearly like pretty decent. I guess they're pretty effective. I often see just a couple getting maybe 1 or 2 getting brought, and they're usually spread out.
Yeah.
Across the. So maybe in a clump like this, they might do a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, Austria has a lot of them on our right side, their left side. They had a lot of skirms. You can see all of them lined up, and we don't. Yeah. I have none, and Devu had 1, I think, or 2. He had 2 of them. Yeah, I brought none.
Yeah, they don't seem to be. Yeah, they Yeah, at the moment it looks like they've been shooting at sort of Devu's sort of Laguerre that's come forward. They don't seem to have taken a single casualty, which is why I feel like they're ineffective. But yeah, if it's morale that they do damage to, I guess that's pretty huge.
Yeah. So right here is what we were thinking right now. Devu pushed up to take my position, and they wanted me in reserve to be able to react to wherever Austria was gonna push up. So Devu is pushing up in that center. We also have Lons and Eugen. We're gonna take the left side. We were worried about a huge push on that side, so as you can see, they are. Yeah, they're massing. There's a lot of them.
There are thousands of Austrians back there.
I do props to this Austrian player. He has his land war in the front. The Austrian player. This is gonna be, the meat shield here.
Yeah, I was gonna say Landwehr is basically just a meat shield. Just let them take the skirmish shots. If anyone's gonna take it, let them do it.
Yeah,
the poor farmers take it.
I'm definitely would be concerned as France at this one flank on the right side of Lons. I feel like that's open.
Yes, I was gonna say Lons is if you're looking from the Austrian point of view, it's their right is very, very open. If they can win that cav fight, Lons is kind of in a lot of trouble.
Oh yeah,
I agree.
Although I mean, thankfully he is
that
pushing
farmhouse.
Up.
Yeah, if you put something in that farmhouse, then you kind of be pretty safe. You could use that as a linchpin, but it looks like Austria is putting rounds into it. Or actually, literally the second.
Oh yeah.
Taking 1%. There's literally nothing in it, but I guess it's not a bad idea because it could be a good focal point for your left flank if it needs to be.
Another thing with artillery now, the 6-pounder for Lons is firing, but unless you're on a hill, your artillery doesn't do as well now. They've given huge bonuses to your artillery being on a hill versus being on flat terrain. So, I mean, they are pounding this Austrian line, but it's not doing as much damage as if, this artillery was on a hill.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, they are really chopping up this line.
Yeah, I just saw a round just go through these Austrian infantry. Poor bastards.
Oh, the general died, or the commander of that regiment died.
Yeah,
rip
in peace to him.
Oh no.
But yeah, it looks like Devu's now coming out of the forest. Looks like he may be about to have some sort of line fight. There is skirmishes fight now going on.
Oh, Eugen's pushing up here. He's getting shredded by artillery though. Wow.
Oh wow, yes, yeah, Eugen really pushing up.
6-pounder maybe for Austria.
Yeah, it looks like it.
That's firing.
Well, it's actually limbering up again. Looks like it. It's turning the guns.
Like I said, I think the hill was a little bit in the way. It's not maybe the ideal position. That's why I kept repositioning my horse artillery. I was trying to get the beautiful position, but you can see Austria on the far right side. Look at that.
Yeah. Line infantry finally. Eugene's actually finally opened fire. That's like probably the first line infantry combat.
Oh yeah, besides the skirmish. Well, there's a skirmish in front of this artillery on the left with Lons.
Oh yeah.
But
You
yeah,
nearly routed that unit.
the main fight is definitely... Oh, look at that huge column by the windmill. He's pushing up for that flank.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's gonna try and push that like little skirmish unit and try and maybe get around. Maybe.
I don't see any Grens though, so he's definitely not prepared for a melee.
No, they certainly need like Lance needs to maybe like send his little unit of like 25th line there to maybe support his ally.
Oh, he has some grenadiers in the back. Eugene does.
Oh, he'll be fine then. He'll be fine. We can believe as long as the Austrians don't have anything too close, then that's fine.
Oh, here we go. France is advancing. Lance is advancing. There's something big about to happen here.
I think Lance needs to advance really because and kind of protect Eugene's flank a little bit more.
Yeah.
And it looks like Devue's also look like he's about to get into a scrap at the moment as well. It's kind of like the entire line is getting ready.
Oh yeah, like I said, this was probably the prettiest looking line fight I'd ever seen because it's stretched from one side to the other. I'm in the back still, but I'm trying to push up to defend by my horse artillery, which is pushing up. Because you can see down that road, they're pushing down this road, and the howitzers are firing.
Gee, howitzers as well. First Austrian unit broke those skirms finally went, so first blood to the French, I guess.
Oh, and look by the windmill. So Lance is gonna he's getting very aggressive here.
Oh yeah, I can see he's getting he's like got units like point blank range.
Like Austria actually may be a little too close here.
Our general is
oh yeah, Lance is going like flanking. He's gonna get around behind this like behind the windmill. Ooh, I mean, I guess it's not a bad idea. France is pretty good in combat. You say, here we go. I can hear charging.
Oh yeah, here it goes. This is what France wants. France wants to be in melee here. This is This is ideal. I mean, there's reserves pushing up. What is this? Just line infantry. And there's Cav. I'm surprised the Cav isn't trying to rush in and support this.
I was gonna say the Cav should be like pushing all these columns that are going on here.
Oh, here we go. There is Cav pushing up, as well as line infantry. This is Chevaliers, I think.
Yeah, it might be. I'm just looking at like all the columns pushing forward.
Yeah. Of course, the far other side of the battlefield, you can see Austria is now stretched out. Davout's in big trouble being outflanked there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, France is just massively pushing. Lons is... Oh my goodness. Austria's in trouble.
Eugene's having to push back, fall back though. He's kind of having to like turn his lines.
Oh yeah.
He's happy with the casualties. But yeah, Austria is certainly in trouble with that melee fight. Oh my gosh, chat. It is bad.
The Cav.
Come in. Here it comes. Cav's coming.
It's like say, it's like that. I'd be so mad. Oh, we formed square though.
Yeah, he's all right.
Oh, and he charged some Cav in the front part to hit that French line infantry. That artillery.
I don't know how great a charge would that have been though. Like it's like in Total War, most of the ones, like if you charge in the back of your own infantry, you don't get a great charge bonus.
It's true.
So I imagine it'll be the same in NTW3, to be honest.
That's true.
Better. Yeah.
That artillery now, the Austrian artillery is in danger. But here goes the Cav going in. Those guys are stuck in melee, so they can't form square anymore.
Yeah, they should be all right.
Other side, Davout is getting
like
massively pushed.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah, and his Cav's just been pushed as well. I was going to say, Lanz looks like he's throwing in his entire core, though. Like, this is, like, the entire core getting thrown in. Yeah, Davout's, like, lost a little bit of his like, skirms. Just got them sniped out, but, he should be okay. He's still got his, like, chasseurs.
Oh, yeah.
He'll be fine.
He is pulling his men out, though. They're exhausted. So I think he's letting Eugene take up the fight, and he's going to rest his men, which is really, really wise. But look at how outnumbered this left flank for France is now. If Austria was pushing right now, they would win.
Well, to be honest, Austria has France and had them in a good spot until France retreated because they kind of like formed a bit of a V for victory, so they could fire on both flanks.
You're right. Yeah, they had like a semicircle.
Yeah. So if France carried on pushing, they would have been in real trouble there. But Eugene's gone in, and he looks like he's actually kind of getting beaten in that fight. His men are pretty like bad morale.
Oh yeah, no, Austria is definitely pushing him back.
Yeah.
And advancing on Lanz's left. That's bad.
Yeah, it is. That is obviously the risk, obviously, of a like bayonet charge. Is like if you get hit by a bad volley as you go in, like that unit's breaking.
Oh, so on the far right side, Davout is getting pushed through the trees, and his lines are starting to have some wavering here. He does have some cav on that road, which he may have to do it. But look how thick the Austrian line is.
They need to though, because like Austrian like morale relies on like having a second line, doesn't it? Or it used
Yeah.
to.
Well, I mean, it's always good to have your reserves anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were getting very concerned here. I have a small area. I have reserves in that center, but I'm getting kind of concerned here. We're getting pushed.
I was gonna say you need the men in the center really, because it looks like Austria's really pushing there. It looks like Eugene looks like the weak link.
Yeah, I do have a good artillery position. I'm shelling some artillery in that center by my 6-pounder horse artillery. It's just plowing through them.
That's a really nice spot. The uniforms to your artillery, just damn fine.
Oh yeah, I think they did a rework on the skins for that. But now I'm taking up the right flank of Eugene with my Trilliers and Grenadiers and
seeing them come up
Chasseurs.
now. Oh, these look course.
Oh, the guard.
Yeah,
Napoleon
the guard.
commits the guard.
Yeah. They'd win in any fashion contest. They are beautiful looking units.
Yes. And I'm also pushing up on the left side of Davout, so I'm just taking up. This is where the reserves are needed right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, Lance looks like he's pretty stacked with columns right now, like all hiding behind that windmill. He's stacked high.
Oh yeah, he's resting them, thankfully, which he's going to need them, but he's starting to collapse in. I don't know why Austria fell back over here. You see on the far left side?
Yeah.
He should have pushed and collapsed on Lons. Lons did not have enough.
Well, yeah, there's also they got like a massive infantry.
Oh, cav charge in the center by our side. So huge cav charge. We charged in our lancers and line infantry as well. This was it. This was for all the marbles.
Oh, that's a I was gonna say you need to get this cav charge to work because you have literally no cav. I mean, good charge by the Polish lancers, getting responded by Austrian lancers of their own.
I threw in my grenadiers in a second here as well, I think.
Yeah, I can see infantry going in now. I can see Davout's throwing in infantry actually as well.
Yep. I have my dragoons in reserve just in case, but you can see that they are shooting me to pieces as I'm trying to push up here.
The howitzers going off in the background as well. It's insane. Oh, seems like Davout's really pushing hard now. Oh, not Davout, sorry, Lanz is really pushing hard. Like he is chasing the Austrians. And the Austrians have to throw infantry into combat just to like save the rest of their army.
Oh wow.
There's some Landwehr just getting thrown in just to like slow down the enemy.
And Eugene is getting pushed again by Austria as they're trying to commit to save because their center with us is collapsing. Austria's center is collapsing.
Yeah, this is an absolute mess. It's a center fight. So much cav just like running around aimlessly.
Threw in his carabiniers.
Yes.
I have Grens and then the Chasseurs, but here comes their cav. Thankfully, I can form squares more than Davout can.
Yeah, so I was going to say, surely the guard can all form square.
Yeah, basically.
Oh yeah, it's an absolute mess. Austrian cav breaking on the left against Davout as they like constantly still push forward. Like this is like Austria's right, France's left is looking really bad for the Austrians. Like right now, it is like there's a big break going on.
Lons is definitely collapsing the Austrian line here.
Yeah, I don't know why Austria has so much wide though. Like their infantry's really wide, and like Davout's got nothing there. It's just open ground. I know there's cav, but. Like, put the Austrian cav there to challenge that. They need more Austrian infantry to face these, like, Lanz's columns.
Yeah. Austria cav was not as predominant on this field as maybe they would have been. I don't know.
Yeah, really, like, the numbers, like, they should have been, like, dictating the battle a little bit more, I feel like. But, I mean, it seems like the center push by the French is kind of slowing down a little bit. It's starting to see a lot of break-in, but I mean, Davout's still pushing forward on like the kind of the extreme.
And I'm going to support Davout here on the side. I have my dragoons pushing up. As you can see, Austria's breaking. I'm going to push through his line infantry, his 3E and 10E, with my dragoons and smack the retreating Austrian line. And this, I think, was the nail in the coffin for Austria. These are heavy dragoons.
Yeah, I thought these guys look pretty nice, to be fair.
That's true. No, they're. I'd be scared seeing that coming at me.
Definitely. Here we go. They're going to go in. And this, I mean, yeah, these guys are already breaking before they even get there. Oh my gosh.
So Davout is going to clean up there. The left side, though, with Lons, he's definitely lost some men here.
Yeah. Lons is certainly he's lost a lot of men, but he has made a good push. I mean, it looks like France, yeah, is basically cleared at like sort of like right of center. There's still a little bit of resistance on the right, but yeah, it's really like left. It's still got to go.
There's a lot of infantry on the Austrian like far right side, like Lons's left.
Yeah.
That should be in the center. There's nothing facing them.
Yeah, Austrian cav actually doing a little bit of damage to these Lance's lines here. He's got some line being caught out.
Oh, we have some cav charging when they're in melee. What is this? Dragoons? Yeah, some dragoons of
We've killed their general.
Austria.
Now they must break.
Oh, that's right. I killed the Austrian general with my dragoons. Was running amok in the back lines.
Oh, you get him, do you?
Yeah, my dragoons that charged, they just kept going.
Oh yeah. They are like. Oh yeah, they are. There you go. Just got the gen. They are deep in the line. Yes.
Eugene is in the front. Oh no, his grenadier, the guard, the royal guard just broke. I love those uniforms, the green with the red.
The green, yeah, they do look great. Oh yeah, Eugene is right here. Grenadiers guard. They look awesome. They really do.
Oh, there's another one still. There's 32 out of 72 men. That's 50%
Our men are running.
casualties.
Jeez. There's no, and the other one, there's still another. Yeah, still one still going. Yeah, 32. They can hold. They can hold. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. They can go down to like at least 10 men.
Yeah, no doubt. This brave Lons is fighting Cav with his infantry here, 85B.
What a nutter. But I mean, I guess charge him if they're going to charge you. Charge them first or something. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, these grenadiers line, they should be fine. They'll hold for a little while against cavalry. If you want anyone in combat against cavalry, it would be grenadiers. But yeah, look at that. All I see, like on that French right, is just flashing Austrian flags. It's just everyone breaks.
Yeah.
And it's looking rough for the Austrians. I don't even know really what they did wrong. I guess maybe just didn't dictate the cavalry
close. Fight. I think they got. I mean, they got close to shoot, but their cav was able to support their charge. We've charged our cav in, and I think that's what broke them.
That's certainly the issue with Austria is that they have to get close to shoot because they're actually not that great. In comparison to the French at like long range, but yeah, obviously then you do get quite close to like if you get too close, then you're obviously at risk of a French charge, like what happened with Land or literally across the entire front.
Yeah, well, I mean they closed in the windmill in the very beginning, and Lons charged in like he got too close. You can't get too close.
I don't know why they fought over this windmill. I will agree. It's not got any real significance. It kind of breaks up the battlefield a little bit.
I mean, I understand why they pushed at first. It looked like, was it Eugene? Eugene was kind of on his own, but Lons immediately reacted to support him.
Yeah.
At first, though, it looked like Austria was about to push Eugene back. Eugene had small lines. His infantry is very big to start out with. They're all, like, barely 100 men.
Your cavalry is still at 70 men, and it's been running around, like, for so long. It's taken, like, no casualties.
Yeah, where's that now?
It's currently taking out some Landwehr or something like that, like in the back lines. Well, it actually was the back lines. It's now kind of become the front lines, because a lot of Austrians have retreated behind your cav now.
Oh
They look like they're gonna retreat. They look like they're gonna retreat to that sort of like church. I don't know, or maybe to the hill next to the church.
So now, Austria is split in two. There's one lane fighting Davout all by themselves, and the other side is fighting all of us, the Guard, Eugene, and Lons.
Well, the Austrian right is kind of like the more significant problem, but it's still not really a problem. It's a weakened beast, to put it like that. At this point.
Yeah.
I'd certainly say that the left-hand side for Austria is just basically just a bit of a ragtag.
Oh, you're right. 66 men left at a 92, and they probably got a ton of kills when they ran down the Austrian army.
Oh yeah, and they're now charging Cav. Oh no, they're not.
I'm letting Eugene take all the glory with his Chasseur Cheval. Look at that.
Yeah. Very nice.
Oh, that square got formed. They're gonna charge it.
Yeah, you put your cav in reserve. It's probably a good idea, to be honest. They were tired as hell.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they are very tired.
But yeah, I certainly think that like the Austrians, like with their cav superiority, should have definitely pushed maybe their right a lot more because Eugene only had the one cav unit there. If they push that a little bit harder, they may be able to do like
by this hill.
I
thought they were going to.
I was thinking like this, like the hillside over here was going to be some significance in this battle. Like people want the high ground. If you've learned anything from Star Wars, having the high ground's great. So
well, because if you look at the map, the LOCs, there's nothing in the center. We just went right at each other. Like we didn't even care about the LOC. We just went right at each other.
Which is good. I kind of like that. I prefer it when people want to go for ultimate annihilation instead of like trying to cheese it with like the LOCs.
Usually the way with most people I play with is you don't really focus on the LOCs until the last 25 minutes of the game.
If you're losing and you can tell you're going to lose,
by the 30-minute mark, if you know you're starting to lose, maybe it's time to think about the LOC.
Yeah, I agree. I often see like in some battles I cover, like people put like grenadiers straight, put like grenadiers straight into an LOC, and I'm like, man, why? That's a good grenadier unit, you just throw it away. Like you can't now use it because that LOC is so far behind the front lines.
Yep.
Like, I'd rather have every man in the front line fighting and doing like their bit, and then think if I'm losing, then think we'll retreat to a building. But yeah, I'm just seeing like constant charges here by your guard now, just like running down these Austrians.
Yeah, at this point we were just collapsing in on the left flank of Austria. My Dragoons, I think, are going to go in again.
Yep, I don't blame them. They're clearly thirsty for blood, Austrian blood.
I'm actually moving my horse artillery over to this other side to deal with this Austrian last stand on the far right side. They still have cav left.
Yeah, they do, I know, and they're being quite defensive with it. At this point, I mean, yeah, you still have some cav, like, in like the main fight, I guess we'll call it, like the right hand side. Certainly on the left, like there's, I don't think any cav for the French really, bar like gens.
Oh, look at all these Voltigeurs on the far left side for France. Look at how many lines there are.
I know. There's so many of these like
Firing
Voltigeurs.
squad.
Like, yeah, it's oh god.
The running Austrians are just getting gunned down as they run away. It's war crimes here.
It is a war crime. I mean, these Voltigeurs, after I was saying, well, like, why bring skirmishes? They're like actually like doing their little bit, you know, harassing still.
Yep.
And survived.
And actually, they can be. Oh yeah, that's right.
Hey, Lanzo's just been beaten though. Lanzo just lost 3 line infantry in a big melee fight that's going on here, but he is about to get surrounded as Austria.
I almost committed high treason. I almost got Napoleon killed.
Oh no! Oh.
I was setting up my artillery, and then Austria shifted their cav over. You see over here by this this right side, and he went for my artillery. Thankfully, I got Napoleon out of there, but I was panicking.
Where is Napoleon? I cannot.
He's over by this by all my line infantry, my horse artillery.
Oh right. Oh yeah, I see him. Yeah.
He's running down my horse artillery, but I was really scared he was going to take out Napoleon.
Yeah.
I was like, you can't kill Napoleon.
Yeah, you can't. Where is he? Oh, there he is. He's minding his own business. He is, and there's literally like at that moment you go, right, we're shifting our entire guard that direction.
Yep.
Like,
the guard was like panicked. I think they were like, no. Oh, and Austria routed or came back. I think I actually got some kills to Napoleon though. He actually got a chance to fight.
Excellent. Well, yeah, the left-hand side for Austria is just entirely broken now. You kind of like surrounded them with like a mix of guard and Eugene, and
I feel like this battle would be called, if it was in America, it'd be called the Battle of the Bloody Sawmill. Because how unoriginal American battles were called.
Yeah, it definitely would be named after the windmill for sure, almost certainly. Or like if it's in Europe, it'd be just named after like the largest town. To be honest, we don't think of much bigger.
That is an interesting part, isn't that? How Americans versus every other country names their battles.
Yeah, we just like everyone else names their country after like the nearest big town. You just go.
I mean, we do call it like Gettysburg, Fredericksburg, but like, you know, there's like the Battle of, you know, the cornfields, the Battle of Bloody Lane, you know, like the Sunken Road.
Even like Bunker Hill. It's not a place called Bunker Hill, is there? It's just like
it's not the Battle of Philadelphia or Boston.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the Battle of Boston.
Yeah, exactly. It should be like the Battle of Boston or something, but yeah, Bunker Hill instead.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go. The French are like, yeah, you're like guard, like just mopping up what remains. Poor Austrians, like they have to return. Like we've been routed 3 times already.
Yep.
Why can't we go home?
Oh, they brought so many troops.
I know. It's like this part of NCW3 is the part I kind of like. I hate the most, like when watching and recording. But there you go, the battle is over. But yeah, like just running down those last few little units is kind of like so. Tiring, I think. You just kind of like, all right, we'll just go back and get another unit that we killed.
And no surprise, my Dragoons got 311 kills.
They did really well. Oh my gosh, these guys are nasty. Yeah, that was like so far ahead of any of your other infantry. Like your infantry only got 132, which is still good.
Well,
but
it was the reason that they got so many kills is because they charged that Austrian line, and then I was cutting them down to make sure they didn't come back. So they probably got a lot of kills out of that.
Yeah, and probably milked a lot of kills, yeah.
Yeah, they farmed a lot, but it was necessary farming.
I'm looking at like your losses, and you've like none of your. There's a couple of like your lancers and your cavalry obviously take a lot of losses. Some of your infantry does take a few, but generally most of your infantry is taking relatively light losses, like 8.
Oh wow!
Like there's some with like 2 losses. Like you like barely took any losses.
Napoleon killed like 48 and lost 1.
That's a good KD. But yeah, so well done to like yourself, Matt Bob, Lotus, and Implex. They did pretty damn well actually. You all got really good kills.
Matt
Matt
Bob,
Bob getting
he
over,
was as Lon's pushing up melee. He lost the most, but he took
but
out the most.
I was gonna say he got 2K kills, like over 2K kills. That's
He
impressive.
took
Like,
over 50% casualties though. My goodness.
I
See
know,
that?
but doing that bayonet charging, it's a high risk, high reward.
It's true.
So
And then
it's very
Data
good.
L and
Yeah.
Y Hello got over 1,000 kills each.
Yeah, as Austria, like that was pretty good. Getting over 1,000 kills is like Austria, I think, an achievement in itself, to be honest. So yeah, well done to both of them. And Kylie as well did pretty well, and Cookie as well. I mean, they all did really well. I think getting decent kills as Austria is hard, especially against France.
Yeah.
Really, really tough.
Well, when we close in like that, there's not a whole lot. I think they got most of their kills probably in the line fight, which is what they should be doing is line fight. I mean, I think I talked with Data L, and he was saying some of the things they would have done differently, but yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much for everyone that watched. If you would like to see more of these sort of like collaborations, sort of like commentaries, let us know in the comments.
Oh yeah.
I'd be more than happy to do more with Kingston. But yeah, I will leave Kingston's like channel in the like at the end screen, so go and check out him. He does plenty of NTW3 and even some 1212. So definitely go and check out his channel and give him some support. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.
You guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and I'll catch you all in another video.